catfish. Get him something there, Nick. Big smallmouth.
Oh, might take some line right here. Yeah! Yeah!
Mike, I want to show you a magic trick real quick. 2 and 3.
Got him.
Oh! Boom.
Hogan, baby! Oh, man.
Let's get back out there and get another one.
So sick. There we go. First fish of the morning.
Little morning dawn drop shot.
Mike's drop shotting. I'm throwing a top water. We're out here this morning on New Hogan Lake, out here with my buddy, Mike Coleman. Mike's a local tournament angler. I think he's gonna be doing some big things soon. Guy focuses it, you know, locks in, gets it done, nothing big, but starting the morning off with a drop shot. We're looking for stripers, smallies, spots, largemouth today. We're fishing for a variety. We're gonna be focusing on the bass primarily, and then these stripers boil here at Hogan all the time. That's one really cool thing you can do. We're out here at the end of July. One really cool thing you can do in the summer in Northern California, if you live around here, is go fish striper boils, or you can jig them. So we're gonna break down a variety of baits along the way. I'm gonna have Mike educate you a little bit on what he's doing, and hopefully we'll put some awesome fish on film for you guys. Let's go get them, man.
Let's do it.
There we go. Oh, there we are on the sexy dog. He's gotten in a funky spot. I ain't about to grab this dude for a second here. Grab those needle nose and pop him loose. Nothing big, but it's a bass on the top water. Throwing that sexy dog over these rocks on this point right here. Mike and I are coming along, and we're seeing a lot of suspended shad and fish busting on them. And we're throwing along those edges, but didn't seem to happen yet. So we, went back to classic bass fishing and targeting some points. You can see the bigger chunk rocks sticking out here, and threw right up over this outside rock. You probably can't see it. It's about 25, 30 feet out here. The second that top water hit, boom, grabbed it. I didn't even get one turn of the handle, just boom. Second it landed. So let's see if we can pull another one off of there. All right, so if you look out off in the distance, you're gonna see them keep popping up on the surface. Looks like fish jumping. These are just striper boils. They're not overly thick striper boils, but they're like wolf packs of stripers chasing down balls of shad. We're seeing about 10 to 15 at a time, and yeah, that seems like a big school, but I'm used to chasing them on the Delta, where there's like 300 stripers at the same time. But these are quality. Like the average fish here is anywhere from 2.5 to 3 pounds that are working in these boils. So any of them you catch at this lake, potential's going to be a good one. You caught a lot of them up to lower teens, right?
Yeah, a lot of lower teen fish.
Awesome, man.
A lot of fish from 3 to 13 pounds.
3 to 13 pounds. I'll take that any day of the week, especially casting top waters or casting at boils where they're going crazy. So hopefully they'll start going nuts for you guys, be able to show you what it looks like and catch some of these fish.
A lot of times here at Hogan we catch them on the Silver Buddy. Just a small little blade bait.
It's like the old school sonars.
Yep,
yeah.
Just a little vibrating bait.
A lot of the time they use those really thin metal, like lip-this crankbait looking style baits, but they're super thin. The action's similar, but they got a really good shimmer on the fall, which is nice. And they use those super thin ones in the winter time for bass because they don't have much water displacement. They have good vibration, which gives the bass an easier target. It's not too much displacement when they're cold and lethargic, so they will come and get it. But it's a killer bait to jig for stripers too, because they do fall down fast, and it's got a ton of flash, just like a shad. He's acting like a good one though.
Yeah, he is. This must be the smallie.
Yeah, pretty solid bluegill.
Little smallmouth.
Yeah,
here.
little bronze bass. Smallmouth fight so hard for their size. Oh, pretty. Pretty smallie. Show them that. Get them up close. Look how pretty these smallies are.
This lake is loaded with these.
Here, we'll block out the sun from this angle. There it is. I couldn't stop to get them. I knew I got a bad hook set on them. A little bit better. A little largemouth out on the point, throwing the top water, walking it. I'll tell you a little tip to top water fishing. I want you to look at my shadow right here. Look at it in the water. Come on down, look. And you see right there, my shadow right now is about almost 2 lengths of my body. If I were to lay down, it would almost reach about 2 lengths of my body. It's a little bit shorter than that. I went ahead and tossed that fish back, but once my shadow is the full length of my body, I generally will stop fishing topwater unless I'm throwing over the surface of a mat, something that gives them the shade. If I'm throwing over topwater, open water like this, unless I'm really close to a boulder or I know the grass is really close to the surface to where I'm gonna be within a few inches of their head, I'll still throw it, but I'm gonna throw a frog or something over it. But a walking bait, a few feet to travel, once that shadow's the length of my body, I'm generally putting it down. It works out a lot.
Hang with us, guys. We'll be right back. Are you into diving, surfing, or fishing? And have you checked out the Salt Life YouTube channel yet? From awesome surfing insight to scuba diving locations and in and offshore fishing, bundled up with all sorts of crazy cool footage, the Salt Life has you ocean lovers covered. So go check out their YouTube channel and tell them if sent you. Attention Northern California anglers, have you been to Boat Country in Escalon? With one of the largest selections of welded aluminum fishing boats from Weldcraft, Lowe, and Hughescraft, chances are they've got the right fishing boat for you. And did I mention they have a full service center to take care of all your boating, repair, and maintenance needs? If you're a boat owner or just looking to become one, you owe it to yourself to check these guys out. Visit BoatCountryUSA.com or stop on by. I'll see you there. Attention all anglers, it's time to start displaying your weapons of big fish destruction in style. With the coolest rod racks to ever to hit the market, the 916 Rod Rack. Don't be caught slipping stacking your expensive gear in the corner. Treat those babies with the love that they deserve. From upright racks to ceiling mounts to wall mounts, they got you covered. So don't go wrong, guys. Get yourself a 916 Rod Rack. I'm taking these, bro. Oh, you heard they got weapons of big fish destruction? Well, you heard right. BWA Fishing Performance is the newest company hitting the U.S. market by storm. With some of the sickest swim baits around and non-cookie cutter style lures that you could ever get your hands on. It's time to show these fish something new. Visit BWA.com.
There's another one. I heard, this time I was looking into the sun. I couldn't see the bait, but I heard the fish try to get it. So I killed it and then walked it again. Sure enough, he got the middle hook that time. These fish are hot. Also, we got wind blowing across this point. And what the wind's gonna do, it's gonna change the light refraction. The light, when it's calm, penetrates a lot deeper. When you got rough water, it's refracting the light sideways, which also allows the fish to move up closer to the surface. To where a lot of the time, if your topwater bite starts to fade away, you can often look for a little windier area where you commonly find your fish, and that topwater bite could still be happening there when your other stuff dries up. Not very big, but not bad either. Oh wait, he's better. Smallmouth? Nope. Another black bass. There we go. Not bad. Not bad at all. I don't think you wanted to eat it with his gill plate, I'll be honest with you, but when you hit 4-wheel drive and burn them in like I do on a 7-to-1, even if it's balanced up against them with one hook, they're coming to the boat. That's for sure. I switch on 4-wheel drive each time. No, he's not bad. Not bad. I'm trying to catch up to him. Around the back.
Nice, smallie. Large?
Largemouth. Largemouth.
Oh, not bad.
Not bad. Yeah. They're still eating the top water, looking for a little bit more choppy areas. Like I said, we are not being able to track down the stripers. They're just popping here and there. We're waiting for a good school. 1 or 2 little surface busts is really not what you want. You want to see 4 or 5 of them, continuously busted. If they pop, and then they stop, there's no reason to motor up and run over to it. So we're still fishing bass. We're waiting for those boils to start going, and then we'll run down some stripers.
Right now we're moving into some real shallow water. We want to turn down our trolling motor, be real stealthy. Don't want to spook these fish. We got bait roaming around here. And the shallower the water gets, the more we want to be more finesse, slow down, quiet, and try to whack one.
Yeah, baby, come on, come on, come on. Yeah! There you go, sir. That's a little bit better.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Saw some birds working over here. Pulled up on this point. Boom.
Not bad. I'll show you guys exactly what we're looking at. It's kind of hard to see off, but if you look off in the distance over there, see if you can take a look at those cranes. You see 3 egrets out there. The cranes, white birds, you can just call them cranes or egrets, anything you want. 1, 2, and 3. They're all looking into the water. The egret has a special ability to see horizontally through the water, unlike seagulls and terns that fly straight overhead and look down. If you see an egret flying over the water, swooping, it's the massive school of baitfish, probably bigger than you've ever seen. But a lot of the time when they're sitting on the bank like that in a group, looking forward, go fish the area. The bait is guaranteed, the bait's stacked up there, they're waiting for fish to chase them up. There you go. Whoa. That was a nice jump. There we go. Another green bass.
Another small one. Yeah, this is a little shiner. This is what these fish are feeding on right now. Small bait.
A lot of largies.
Oh, you like that, huh? See that thing?
So, hey, what do you do? Just hold this and you just open this. You hold this. How do I do it?
We're here teaching Nick how to throw a spinning rod here.
So how do I? So I just push it out.
Yeah, you
like that.
You kind of fold over like this.
Just,
Yeah,
like push it out.
It's kind of like the old Devco. It's like
so you just pitch with them. You just pitch with them.
Yeah.
I get it. That's not bad.
I got a push button under there for my son.
Cool.
Good fish too.
Nah, I backed off the drag.
Oh, big
fish. Oh no, that's a good one. Oh! Better one. Not bad. On a drop shot. Get out from there. Ah, nah, little guy. Fighting just like that other one. Look how light he is.
A little Larry though.
It's a really light colored bass. He could have been in dirty water or deep. You know, later July like this. Man, that's a sharp little hook. See how light he is? Later July like this, a lot of the time the fish will move deeper as the water's heating up. Or, you know, you can find them in dingy water, but if you're like looking at a weigh-in and you've seen a bunch of light colored fish, you know, the clue might be that the guy's fishing deeper or in dingier water. Clear, shallow water, those fish are gonna be a darker green. You know, up against those rocks in those shade pockets, a lot of the time they'll be a darker green. Lighter colors, they're either real deep or they're in real dirty water.
Hang with us, guys. We'll be right back. Been thinking about trying out kayak fishing or already into it and just want some sick upgrades for your rig? It's time to check out the Headwaters Kayak Shop. Come pick the brains of their knowledgeable staff and make sure to ask about their awesome demo program to find the right kayak for you. Or stop in and rent one with Lodi Lake right down the street. The Headwaters Kayak Shop fits all your yakking needs. Tell them if sent ya. Did you know that P-Line makes specialized lines for all your fishing needs, from the super strong abrasive resistant CXX or the low stretch super stealthy CX Premium? Or maybe you're looking for invisibility or super bite detection with P-Line's 100% fluorocarbon. No matter what your needs, P-Line's got it covered. To find out more, visit P-Line.com.
P-Line, baby.
Ever tried pulling a planer board next to your boat when trolling or fishing from a swift current bank? If not, you're missing out on one of the most phenomenal fish catching machines on the market today. With Yellowbird planer boards pulling your lines perpendicular to your boat, you can't help but catch more fish. Find out more by visiting www.yellowbirdproducts.com. Have you been to rustylures.com? Did you know they offer free shipping on anything over $29.99? And with all the latest and greatest in bass fishing gear, from punching tackle, umbrella rigs, swim baits, and you name it, there's really no reason for you not to be getting the best deal online today. So go to www.rustylures.com. Did you ever wish for an RC boat when you were a kid? And do you have a passion for fishing? Well, guess what? It's time to do them both at the same time. With RCFishingWorld.com's RC Fishing Pole, it's time to be a kid again. So visit www.rcfishingworld.com today.
Well, we're not seeing the striper boils. The wind's calming down. We went back into the river, the back of Hogan here, and we're working down these steeper vertical walls right here. We're working drop shots, some light setups, got some 10-pound fluorocarbon right here, little 3/16 ounce drop shot weight, and we're using a straight shake hook with a keeper on here versus your offset. That's probably like a size, what is that? It's a 2? Yeah, it's a size 2, and we're using about little 4 to 6 inch drop shot worms, little robo worms. Little electric purple with a little chartreuse tail. Seems to be getting some bites. I had another bass about 3 pounds just come off, but we're getting bit. So hopefully those stripers will show themselves. That's funny. I asked Mike, I'm like, did you throw that little rock outcropping right there? I pointed at this little rock outcropping on this like flat wall here. And he goes, no, I left it for you. And I go, oh, I better throw there. And I turned and throw back, and he grabs it immediately.
We're back here in the river at Hogan right now. And I've been coming here basically for about the last 15 years. And I've never seen these rock piles. These are tailings from when they mined. These are all tailing piles. And we'll be marking them on our GPS because I didn't know that these tailings existed out here in the middle of the river. And this fish right now are really shallow, and they seem to be really structure oriented. And we're gonna try them out and see if we can't catch one.
You're just fighting like a horse, huh?
He wanted it. The morning dawn, the hot tip has been the trick of the day today.
We were doubled up for a second there.
We went from top water, flukes, and walking baits to drop shotting. Spot. First spot of the day.
First spotted bass. And a better one.
Yeah,
Nice.
they are eating this worm.
Yeah, they're eating now.
We're gonna help this guy out here. Someone else caught this guy and left their hook in there. We're gonna clean it out for him.
Show them a close-up of that, Mike.
They are eating the morning dawn today. I'm gonna help him out a little bit. There we go. Get all that line out of him. Huh. Interesting. Sit down and take a break.
That's a better one.
Yeah. Sit down and take a break on this guy here.
Just like that.
Just like that. Here you go, Nick.
Awesome. Thank you, sir. A little bit better. Not too bad, but a little bit better. Just kind of assisted me there. All right. Dropping down straight on top of their head. Explain what's going on here, Mike.
All right, well, what we're doing is we found a school of fish out here. About maybe 30 yards off the bank. And they're stacked up pretty good, and the stripers are pushing the bait up on them, and the wind's pushing the bait up on them. We're just dropping down vertically to them, and every now and then we're getting one to chew.
Keeping that worm. Keeping that worm. Lord. Find a spot for mine. Call that one. Two with it. Oh, smallmouth. There's a big striper with him. Oh my goodness. Striper on the G-rig. It's an A-rig style bait by G-Funk Baits. There's a huge striper with him. There's about a 4 or 5 pounder striper with him. Yeah, I wanted the big one that was with that small one. Oh, nice one. Got him. Oh God, that was a good fish.
That was a big fish, bro. Ah! Getting close to the end of the day. I'll take that fish, huh?
Got him. Big one. On the G-rig. There we go. All right, guys, we're back here for day 2. Back out with Mike Coleman again. Yesterday ended up being more of a bass day. The conditions just quite weren't right for the stripers, and they didn't want to boil for us. I got one hooked up right here on an A-rig. Oh yeah, there we go. Not bad. Conditions are a little bit better today for it. There we go. There's a good start to the morning. Got him on the A-rig. Good one to start it off.
Good job, Nick.
You said your dad wanted some striper meat, right?
Yep.
Well, we're gonna let Mike take that one back to his pops. I'm not gonna keep any fish right now. I'm working on my new house, so I don't want to clean any fish, man. But that guy beat up the rig pretty bad. Let me try to get it straightened out.
Got a nice striper on here.
Of that, you got this side? Okay. See if I can get one with you. Yeah, on the fluke.
On the fluke.
You know, that's the really cool thing about Hogan is, you know, a 20-inch striper is the norm. You don't get too many little ones. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Great
little
eaters,
buddy.
man. You can release them, you can eat them, whatever you want to do.
There's one. They're over there on the bank.
Hang on, please. Hang on, hang on. Oh, I gotta get back in there.
Lake Hogan, striper action.
From no strikers yesterday, it was just so bright and sunny. But today we get a little overcast moving in. They're going on. We'll work on a double one, Mike plays the system. Yeah. Gotta show them how you're doing that wakeless fluke. I mean, the weightless, weightless. Oh,
Guess what we're doing here? Another nice one. What we're doing here is we're just throwing this weightless fluke with a 3/0 Gamakatsu hook. And we're just keeping it on top of the water, and right when we kill it, they seem to be eating it right on the die. So we're gonna keep doing this, and maybe we can get a bigger one.
Come on. That's a big one. That's a healthy one.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Oh, bait stuck in the back of my ankle, and good, didn't get barbed. Woo! Come on, come on. That's what we come to Hogan for, baby. That is fun. We're out here in the end of July. You're not gonna find them like this in the Delta right now. You may find some in the rivers, but for a freshwater lake where you can come do some bass fishing when it's slow and do good, when you get some cloud cover and you see these guys boiling, you can go crush them. Absolutely amazing. There they go. See that boil off in the distance straight out in front of us? Just watch the water out there and you'll see them busting on bait. That's all we're trying to get to. We're trying to get close. You don't want to pull up right on the boil, and you don't want to come in full blast. Like, we're going there fast on the trolling motor right now. As we get closer, we're going to back off on that trolling motor, like Mike said yesterday, to come in quiet and stealthy and not onto them. We'll move to the sides of them and cast in. You don't want to drift over the top too, otherwise you could blow those fish out. A lot of the time you can get to them, and a lot of the time you can't, but you still have to play it smart with the opportunities you do get, and you should capitalize on a few.
They don't like to just fall, and they want to come in.
There he is.
Nice.
Come off. Little guy. Where he's going inside, babe. Little guy. That's a better one. No, maybe not. He just pulled back. No, that's a better one.
How are we gonna get it?
Look at that. Oh, that was a nice one. Oh, you got him. Doubled up. Oh, mine's taking some line right here. Yeah. Oh, yes, sir. That is a nice one. That is a friggin' nice one. There you go. Say cheese! Hogan,
Double.
baby. Hogan, baby. Oh man.
Let's get back out there and get another
So
one.
sick. Grabbing that P-line kicker minnow. That's the 5-inch right there. Forget what pattern that is, but it's like a translucent, and it's got some darker inside of it, some darkness. And I'm throwing a lot of like these transparent Kitex on here with it, which look just like the bait fish here. But the kicker minnow is an inch bigger, and it's got a little darker profile. So when they come in on and looking at that school, they hone in on that darker profile, which is a really good idea. It's something Jason Borofka talked to me a lot about in San Pablo, is making your baits with the hooks stand out more than the rest of them. And if you look at that, they all look very similar, but this one has a little darker back, and that one's got a little darker back and chartreuse eyes on the heads. So that helps them hone in on those baits once they come up on that big school of bait. Smallmouth. Whoop, he landed in the net. 2-minute penalty. Hold on.
He's trying to steal the boat.
Yeah, he is.
Big smallmouth.
Bass, largie. Yeah, he's gold.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, that's a little bit better. Turn him towards there, Mike. That's a little bit better. Not bad, like we've been catching yesterday, but pretty good. This guy ate it out next to the boat. Yesterday, we can only get them up right next to the bank. It was really strange. They were dropping water for the last couple days, but usually that moves largemouth out deeper. But it worked kind of the opposite on this lake for some darn reason, but that one ate a little bit closer to the boat this time. Oh, 5-pounder. 5-pounder.
He did sell that. That rod was cranked over.
Hey, the boat was going away from him, bud.
Okay, 4 3/4. Got one. So yesterday you seen a little shiner minnow. This is a threadfin shad. It's just a smaller threadfin shad. So that's the variety of bait that they're busting on. When you look in those shallow flats in the dirtier water, you see them busting on bait. It's usually those shiner minnows. Out in the middle of the main lake, it's those threadfin shad. So that's a perfect little example of the smaller shad. They get probably 4 or 5 inches long in this lake. You know, but just that's what they're doing. They're schooling those guys up and eating them. So that's just the thing. Mike, I want to show you a magic trick real quick. Huh? No, watch the magic tricks. I'm gonna go 1, 2, and 3.
I got it.
All right.
This guy.
Well guys, that's it for New Hogan out here with Michael Coleman. Really appreciate you guys watching. Hopefully you got a bunch of cool tips from Mike and myself on how to pick these bass apart a little bit better and these stripers. Yesterday was tough though, man. You know, we really couldn't find the stripers. They didn't want to participate, but this morning we sure wrecked them, brother.
Yeah, we did. This morning it was wide open. Right when we got there, we started seeing boils and started throwing topwater, flukes, and A-rigs, and they were just eating it.
Yo,
It was a
Mike
great
lives
time.
out here, so I only went to Hogan one time before, and I got skunked. It was in the middle of the winter. He's like, no, you're doing it all wrong, man. You got to come out here in the summertime. I'm so used to winter and fall and spring stripers. Summertime was not my thing for it. Mike, dude, greatly appreciate it, brother. We're gonna go hit up some sushi. So we appreciate you guys watching, informativefisherman.com. Check the description. I'll put Mike's Facebook information so you can get a hold of this guy too. Thanks, guys.